first place.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Stat Check episode 175. This is Marneus, Calgar, and Tropical Beach Vacation featuring Nassim Fouchane. We're here to talk all things Warhammer. We had events, we had tournaments, we had stats, we have airlines to talk about. We're going to have just a wonderful week this week. I hope everybody's doing well. We're here 45 minutes early for everyone else and 15 minutes late for the US guys because daylight savings ruined my life this week again.
Did they? It was great for me.
As always, it does. No, every time daylight savings hits, I realize that all the coaching that I booked 2 weeks ago for this week is the wrong time zone all of a sudden, and I have to go through and triple check everything. Did you know Hawaii don't use daylight savings? So when my client in Hawaii and I rearranged our times, it almost got really confusing because they just don't do it. Isn't Warhammer just a lovely game that gets us all learning about daylight savings?
It's great.
Yes.
I'm Innes. I'm joined by Nathan, and I'm joined by Nassim. Thank you guys for being with us. Thank you, everybody, for being with us today on this lovely Tuesday. Nathan, how you been, my friend?
I'm doing great. I'm really enjoying slowly converting this Chaos Space Marines army into a Black Legion army made up of perhaps every single Chaos troop that's not a basic Legionnaire so far. I have an Emperor's Children box with infractors in it that I'm converting into Legionnaires, and I have las cannons for them. I have Noise Marines for the army. I have a Saturnine Terminators that I printed bits off to make Iron Warrior Obliterators out of. It's basically, I'm going to convert up every single Legion and then just paint them in Black Legion colors and have a blast with it. I'm having a good time with it.
Damn, that's a lot of hobbying.
Yeah. I got to find enjoyment somewhere. It's not going to be in the numbers that we're going to talk about in a little bit. Look, I got to find my fun somewhere that doesn't involve any statistics whatsoever. I've also had a lot of fun, though, playing AC/DC bricks on anything that resembles a terrain set, which is not GW terrain. It turns out if you can hide your large boxes of infantry inside of other boxes or behind them, they do a lot better than if you cannot hide them. And Accursed Cultist units are not that durable. They're kind of, sort of okay durability units, but not very.
Look, assuming that they're the number of people who are clients that play on GW terrain, they're like, should I play the French Heroes Mortis? I'm like, no, you just can't. You should just stop trying to do that. It's not worth it for you. You should play a different version of that list that doesn't involve your entire army deploying on the line and hoping you're playing layout one.
I do very much enjoy, though, the playing on WTC terrain, because then I get to play those large bricks because they are fun to just trap an opponent in a place and never let them leave ever again. But I might try what Nassim suggested pre-show and just rapid ingress one brick on GW terrain just for funsies.
Yeah, just
still have to Is my sound coming through my mic? Probably not.
Yeah, you do sound much echoier than usual, unfortunately. We just didn't notice.
And now we can't hear him. Perfect.
Anyway, let's continue. We can just continue on. Otherwise, it's just work and regular stuff. Innes and Nassim probably have much better things to talk about than what I got up to in my day-to-day life in the lab.
The lab, dude.
Yeah, I did a little practice weekend this weekend. It was good fun. Played some Death Watch. Played some TTS games. I played for the content because I knew that I had to try it. I played a game with Warrior Bioform Onslaught, trying out the new Tyranid Prime, and I did win the game because I found Tyranid's good matchup. Played the Mirror. That's the only place I was able to find a good matchup for Tyranids.
It's right. Maybe they'll have more love in 11th.
Yeah, maybe they will. Do you know what? I actually didn't hate him. He did his job. The Blood Surge was relevant a few times. The invulnerable save in Warrior Rival Monster helped a bunch. Being able to -1 to wound them helped a bunch because you actually got to activate the Blood Surge because you didn't just like
Die.
instantly die. I still don't think I can recommend it to anyone, but it was very funny. If he ever gets any of the keywords that he needs for that detachment, I think it's almost kind of cute. The Zone Throw Brick's quite good in it. Like getting Strength 9 on that blast profile is pretty solid. Can't say I'd recommend it.
Mhm.
Other than that, what else have I done? I have my busiest coaching weekend on schedule this week because it's the week after the data slate. So what that also means is if you want to see our data slate hot takes, you can check out me and Jeremy doing we did our reaction show on Wednesday last week, so you can go watch that if you want to hear all of our thoughts. We'll obviously have a bit of a chat about it today in the context of the stats and things that have happened because we're going to talk about that because I think we have to. I made a short for the first time. That was an interesting experience.
You're sure.
We'll see if that's a thing I ever do again or if there's just 2 of them now on the channel.
It just came out.
Nassim, you are the shortest of the 3 people that are on this show.
I'm not, dude. I'm taller than all 3 of you. What are you on about? What are we saying?
Definitely not. But
Definitely not even slightly true.
Yeah, yeah. Whatever. All right. So you made a second short.
You made a second short.
Second short. You're on a podcast with Liam. What do you mean short?
I don't mean I'm short. He's just a lamppost, dude. I'm there with the
All right,
lamppost.
Nas.
We shouldn't use the tallest person on the network as the best.
like,
Yes,
what?
we should. That's great.
What do you mean?
All right, Nas. Why don't you tell us a bit about who you are? Is this the first time on the main show or you've been on before, right?
I think I've been on once or twice before. Definitely at least once.
Yeah.
I think it was
Tell us a
rather-
bit about yourself. Tell us about your show on the StatCheck Network.
Yeah.
And then tell us what you did this week.
I'm Nassim. And I run a show Enter the Matrix with Liam and apparently Brian when he shows up. Don't know when that is. And that's and you can catch us on every 3rd week of the month on Thursday at a certain time that is usually discussed a day or 2 before.
That sounds like a chaos rule, is what we just described every third
fine.
Thursday.
It's fine. Every 3rd Thursday of the month. Where we go through team events, stats. For this one, we'll be covering Eurotrash with the lead up to that. By then, we'll have all of the teams and the armies out, and I think potentially the pairings as well. I got up to an event in Windsor, which for the first time in a very long time, I was actually able to commute from my house to the event both days, which was just the best. And yeah, ended up winning the whole thing. Got my little trophy here, my back-to-back UKTC now, which is quite nice. Took Ultramarines to that one. That was pre-slate, so yeah, I still had Calgar with his Gravis Armor and his 2 friends.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. The best character in the game for what 3 straight years is now.
Calgar died. Calgar's Victrix Guard left to become the Twin Lance guys. That's actually what happened.
Is that the law? Is that the law we're gonna go with?
Yeah, those
If
are the
you
best
just-
2 characters
if you
in the
take
game
the
now
helmet
because
off.
they left.
Oh god, yeah, they left. Yeah, they left, and yeah. So that was good. I ended up playing 7 games. I had a few tougher games. I think my closest one was Beast Demons. I was Byron. I played it quite well, and yeah, just had a it was, to be fair, I would say out of the last few KTC events that I've been to, it was one of the better run ones in terms of one timing. But there was actually space between tables, so you didn't feel like you were like in a battery farm, which was very nice. I'll be honest. It's also like a rare experience for a UKTC event for people. So it looks like they are being serious about some of their commitments to like more table space. There was also always space at the side of the table, so where you can put your army, which is very nice as well. It definitely felt like they upped the quality. They came to that. I don't know if that was the same thing at Manchester for you, Ness, or
Yeah, more or less.
yeah. So go up to that. Apart from that, I've just been practicing for ETC as I got conscripted into the 8 for that one. So I'm trying out a bit of GSC now, which some people might have seen. Biosanctic, and I know it as hates it, and I know it, and I just thrive on that. I just
Nas just keeps telling me what his matrix is and lying to me. It's great.
I'm not lying to you. I'm just built different.
Nas just like, I have a positive matchup as Biosanctic, and I'm like, I don't believe you, and I'm right. So
listen, I'm just
the fact that there's no good players in the England team for you to practice against isn't my fault.
It's not. That's not true. That's not true.
When's the last time an English player won a UKTC Super Major, Nas?
I won a UKTC Super Major.
You're not English.
Well, you're from the
not
UK.
English.
You're from the UK.
I'm from the UK. I'm not English.
That's right. I don't pay attention to UKTC events. I don't know. But yeah, it was a good weekend overall. A lot of practice with Euro Trash and everything now. Bit of a whiffer of a slate, to say the least. But, it kind of is what it is. We roll on.
It's true. No choice. Except for Calgar. He's
literally
going into retirement.
Yeah. Like, they made sure to get rid of him, by the way. Like they have now updated the episodes of, like, he's gone. Like, don't even think about it. But yeah, it's fine.
The fact that people tried to claim that was going to last, like, well, clearly they just forgot to leave him in the app. What are you talking about?
It wouldn't be the first time that they made a mistake. Supposedly somebody emailed GW customer service and was told that the Flying Prime losing sustained hits for his unit was a mistake. So
unlike Karanak, they actually didn't just leave the game to go get smoked. They actually did leave the game, not just went to get smoked for a month.
It's true. It's true.
All
right.
It is weird they never announced that, right? They were just like, they're gone and it's not on the website.
Yeah,
I mean, they kind of announced it. They kind of announced it by releasing new models for both Kato Sicarius and for Marneus.
No, they didn't. No, because I remember in like one of the Warcom articles, they said, "Don't worry, you'll still be able to use the old like the Gravis Calgar and the Terminator Calgar. You just can't take both in the same army." I remember that was a Warcom article because I was like, I remember this. I remember Calgar when he came out, Gravis Calgar, because I started, 2018, 2019, so.
Mm-hmm.
Mid to late 8th edition. Like it was actually even that long ago. It's still a relatively new model. It's Gravis armor, and they killed him off.
They did. You haven't been able to buy Gravis Calgar since I think the Terminator model released, though. I think they were.
It was like a month before. I think it went off sale. Yeah.
It's never a good
sign. So I guess they let you use it for like 4 months. 4 months is longer than some armies get. Rest in peace.
You got a 4-month mourning period to mourn Gravis Calgar and milk every last iota of win out of him before you went off to pasture. Yeah, exactly. See, you got a whole trophy to remember Marneus Calgar and Gravis armor.
Not about you.
Got a few as well with Marneus Calgar. He's a good lad. He'll be missed.
That is a great point. Let's get it 792. I will email GW to remind them that Ventress also cannot be purchased and should be removed.
Whoa. Let's get crazy. Let's not go. Let's not go crazy. All right, let's take it out a notch. All right.
Whoa, not Ventress.
You don't take it with my Vectora. Leave my Vectora alone. It's my emotional support Vectora.
Yeah, it's my proper support team track unit, dude. I don't have anything else. I need it.
So you, in a recurring tradition, you played the semifinals and the quarterfinals and the finals on stream. That means that you won the event because that's what happens to me. That's what happened to me last time as well. It's a great way to do it, isn't it?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was the semis and the finals.
Yeah, if you do both rounds on stream, you win the tournament. It's just in the contract.
Yeah, that is part of the contract. Also, I noticed, I think I remember, I think it was round 4 or round 3. I can't remember. Dave was playing V's Drakari, and had his score tank a little bit. He scored a 70 or 80.
It was
win.
A 67, 68.
It was it was. I saw that and in my head I was thinking, all right, I've won the event unless
time to lock in.
It was at that point I was like, I've just dropped 2 points a day one. We're pushing for 20s. Even when I was playing V's, it was with James on stream. I was like, I just need to get 100 here. I was just I'm gonna do what I need to do. This 90 yet is not good enough. How do I get 100? I need to try and kill this guy. We're going for it. It's just
It's incredible that UKTC has managed to bring back. You need to score 100 points in all your games after getting rid of it immediately.
Yeah, it was great. But yeah, no, it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Was,
so I suppose the easiest place to kind of start then is let's do Dataslate, and then let's talk about how we feel about the changes to the armies that we play.
Do you want to do stats at all first?
I think you should do
that?
stats. Okay. I think we should do some stats.
This is where I am useless here.
You're always useless. What do you
Let's
mean
do it.
here?
That's fine. I'm sure you'll have a witty rejoinder or an insult to throw at Innes halfway through.
It's fine. He's bolded.
Oh my god, what is that? What is that?
A love heart.
Is that a heart? Yeah. Were you trying to make a heart there?
Oh, yes. There you go.
Absolutely not. All right.
Oh, Nathan, have you seen the new like the Gen Z, Gen Alpha really lazy way to do it?
No, don't you just make hearts like this?
No, that's
like that.
That's the boomer way to do it.
Yeah, that's the K-pop version. Yeah. That's just how the K-pop people do it.
No, yeah, closer together. There you go.
And if you do this, it means you want money.
All right. On the note where I feel extremely old, we're going to move over to stats. All right. Sorted by win rate, the top performing faction of the weekend is Deathwatch, who had 12 players, so I'm going to count them for the purposes of the stats. There was one event that I am not including in the stats because it used the new data slate. So we're starting, and this is the last. This is it.
That one will get shoved into next week's stats for anyone wondering.
Yes. It was just one event. I don't feel like bothering with it. So instead, you get to deal with just the 15 events that didn't use the slate. Deathwatch had 12 players, which was 1.5% of the meta, and they had a 68.9% win rate. They had a single event win, 4 top 4s, 5 top 10s, and a 4.5 over rep. You know, casually amazing.
God bless him. All it took was him to go to one UKTC event.
God bless Deathwatch.
In second place, and pretty much just always there, except in first place, except when Deathwatch wins an event, is Necrons with 65 players, 8% of the meta, a 60.5% win rate, 4 event wins, 8 top 4s, 26 top 10s, and a 1.67 over rep, which they have not dropped the entire
6-7. Sorry.
Yeah, I saw. I was waiting to see him. I was waiting for you to do it. I was going to be.
I just had to itch it.
In third place is Thousand Suns with 24 players, 3% of the meta, a 58.3% win rate, 3 top 4s, 7 top 10s, and a 1.69 over rep. And then Black Templars in fourth place, 13 players, 1.6% of the meta, a 57.5, and no placements except for 3 top 10s, which gives them a 0 for overrep because they didn't hit top 4 or podium. And then rounding up the top 5 is Sisters of Battle, 27 players, 3.3% of the meta, a 55.7% win rate. They had a single top 4, 3 top 10s, and a 0.5 over rep.
What?
I don't think anybody's terribly surprised by Necrons being up there. They continue to win events at an astonishing rate. And I'll talk about that at the end of this because I'm going to continue to hammer home how Necrons are broken until somebody fixes it. At the bottom, we have Imperial agents who need an army roll, and I'm not going to count them until they get one. Chaos Space Marines were the
repping. Sorry,
not a real army.
They also only have 3 players, so their stats are kind of weird. Chaos Space Marines were the worst performing faction of the weekend with more than 10 players. They had 37, made up 4.6% of the meta, and a 36.2% win rate, which is bad. They had a single top 4 and 4 top 10, so they still managed to get somewhere with it and have a 0.37 over rep because of it. Emperor's Children were second from the bottom, 29 players, 3.6% of the meta, and a 41.9% win rate. They did win an event, though. 2 top 4s, 3 top 10s for a 0.93 over reps. You know, perfectly balanced outside of win rate. Adeptus Mechanicus were third from the bottom, 19 players, 2.3% of the meta, 1 top 4, 2 top 10s, and a 0.7 over rep because there aren't a lot of them. Fourth is Space Wolves, 27 players, a 43.8% win rate, 2 top 4s, 4 top 10s, and a over rep of 1. Good job, Space Wolves, for being bad.
Over rep with those stats is kind of impressive.
It is true.
Well done to the 2 guys.
Mm-hmm. And then Blood Angels round out the bottom 5. 32 players, a 3.9% meta representation, a 45.4% win rate, 2 top 4s, 8 top 10s, and a 0.85 over rep. Good job, guys. Other event winners from...
It's not very good numbers, is it, for these bottom armies?
Not. There's a lot at bottom. Imperial Agents had a 26.7% win rate, for people who are wondering.
It's higher than I thought it would be.
Yeah. Other event winners from the weekend are Orcs, who won an event with a 45.5% win rate. That is their top 4 and one of their 4 top 10s for a 0.42 over rep. Astra Militarum won an event. They had a 47.6% win rate, 5 top 4, 7 top 10s, and a 1.4 over rep. World Leaders won an event, 49.7% win rate. They had that as their top 4 and 5 top 10s, 0.38 over it for them, and a 49.7% win rate. Imperial Knights won an event, 50.6% win rate, 2 top 4s, 3 top 10s, and a 1.42. Tyranids won an event, 50.6% win rate as well, 3 top 4s, 6 top 10s, and a 1.02. Eldari won an event, 51.1% win rate, 3 top 4s, 8 top 10s, and a 1.45 over rep. And then Space Marines won 3 events, 8 top 4s, 12 top 10s, a 1.48 over rep, and a 52.9% win rate, of which a bunch of is Nassim.
I'm sorry, it's wild when Marines have numbers above half.
Yeah, it's true. And then I'm going to do this for the whole slate, and I'm going to make all of you listen to it because these numbers are terrible, and I hate them. Necrons are the top performing faction by win rate. How many event wins do you think that they have since January 4th?
20 or
23.
Let's go.
No.
37.
Nassim is closest, so he wins by Price is Right. Not by Price is Right rules because he went over, but he is closest. They had 33 event wins.
I win.
No.
So Innis wins because Nassim overshot by 4 by Price is Right rules.
Okay, so 2 questions. How many events have there been, and who's in second place?
So there have been 142 events.
And they won 33 of them.
So they've won 23% of all events that have happened since the first
They have about the
year.
same win rate as same event win rate as Imperial Agents have win rate.
You're not wrong. They have 81 out of 568 top 4s, which is 14% of them. And then they have also 14% of all top 10s, which is over 1.5 times their representation. They make up 8% of armies. They have an over of 1.77. In second place,
Space Marines. Oh God.
by win rate is Gene Stealer Colts.
Let's go.
54.8% win rate for them. They only have 1 event win though.
Can we find out what the detachments are specifically? Is that possible?
I can pull up the detachment. I can because the meta dashboard has been updated.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Biosanctic.
Let me make sure that only 1.09 is currently done. Their 1 event win is Final Day.
No, I'm saying this more than else to me.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I'm sorry, Nassim. After them is Death Watch, who have a 53.7% win rate. They have 6 event wins over the course of the slate, 11 top 4s and 16 top 10s. Then it's Astra Militarum, who have a 53.7% win rate as well, with 12 event wins, 48 top 4s, and 100 top 10s. And then Thousand Sons of Chaos Demons, each with 3 and a 53.3 and a 53, respectively. If you look at this, it takes the 7 next factions by win rate to equal the same number of event wins as Necrons, essentially.
Boom. God.
Space Marines had the second most event wins at 13, so they had 20 less over the course of this slate, while maintaining a slightly higher representation at 8.7% and a 50.3% win rate overall.
I'm tired, boss.
Yeah.
Well,
And
the army is balanced.
the army is now balanced, I promise. I mean, some of these numbers might change for detachments. Here, we'll go over the detachment data because I want to hammer on it some more. Just for everybody else. I've got more. So over the course of this slate, Necrons have, as I said, a 59.3. Their top performing detachment with meaningful participation is Pantheon of Woe, which did get nerfed the most heavily with a 63.6% win rate. But right behind it in second place, and with equal to or slightly more participation, I'll add it together in a minute, was Star Shatter with a 62.3% win rate. After that is Awakened Dynasty with a 58. Cursed Legion with a 53.8. And then we get a bunch of other smaller representation stuff. Cryptek Conclave with a 62% win rate. Obeisance Phalanx that still has a 75% win rate. Canoptic with a 44.5, and then Hypercrypt with a 40.5 overall. But those are very small numbers for those detachments specifically. It's kind of crazy out here, and the nerfs that were received were probably modest enough that I do not think that it moves the needle enough for a faction that is winning almost a quarter of all events and has maintained an overrep of 1.6 to 1.8 across the entirety of the slate at numbers that are kind of ridiculous of 8% meta representation.
It's probably fine.
So that's where we're at
Now,
for
keep going
stats.
into your mic.
Damn it.
Do that.
Every breathing intensifies. But yes, the stats are bad. They make me sad, and it's why I'm spending all this time hobbying a CSR army instead of doing anything else. I just viewed the intense breathing as being like, why is this terrible? Why do we continue with it?
No, honestly, I was, because I had a dashboard open in front of me and I was like, Jesus Christ, this is actually what this is.
But yes, in other
Genuinely
news,
awful.
if you wish to look at all this data, the dashboard is now updated through this last weekend, and it does include the one event that's in the dashboard as 1.1. So 1.10 is the most recent Dataslate event, but 1.09 will include everything since this stuff released basically in early January. So the first event they used it. So that's where we're at. I guess we can talk about the slate now that rocked all of our existences in the world, right?
Absolutely destroyed my mental by being so incredible that I couldn't continue with the joke because it was making me upset.
Listen, it's like, you know that meme from The Office where it said corporates need to identify these two images? That's exactly what it is.
After the slate, and the same picture.
Yeah, they're the same thing, dude. They're the same thing.
I think
very funny shit. Oh god.
My favorite short video / GIF from Post-slate was a bunch of Necron players, and then there's just this one video of this one Necron player removing a single Locust Destroyer from his army.
Yep.
Based off of the nerfs that they received in the slate.
That was my boy. It was my boy Joe.
Yep. And I've seen that repeatedly posted, and it is very funny. I think Seth last night, before Medicaid's order aired, told me that he turned 2 Locust Heavy Destroyers into just regular Locust Destroyers, and his list as that was it. That was the change.
Yep, that's it. That's all you got to do. Why would you need to do more than that?
Why is that until 185?
Yep. And
why is anything?
The other thing that they did at the same time is they decided to release the new best data sheet in the game. Twin Lance. Just putting it out there. And they released it at 160 points, which, is definitely a vibe.
Yeah, see, I didn't realize when it got released that that's the data sheet there was for 2 models. I was like, oh, this is fine.
It's just for one dude.
It's literally what I thought. Right? I was like, oh, it's fine. These 2 models are this was there's 2 of them like that. What's going on? What are we doing? Why does Tower have a models that do damage in combat now and that have built it? Oh, I'm not going to go into it. I already went off on a rant. Yeah. God.
You should. This is the space for it.
You should do it. This is your episode.
Just do the rant.
Why did it Fine Fade? Why did it have Scout built in? Why did they kill 23 guardsmen on average with just a stealth suit buff and extra AP? What?
I think somebody recently told me.
Keep it up.
Keep it up. Keep going, bud. Tell me some more, Nassim.
They do damage in combat. They move at the end of the fight phase. They can charge you, hit you, and then just disengage. Like, what are we doing? Why is it 160? Right? Like, I saw that data sheet and I was like, you know what? You probably still play this at like 200, 220, like testing it out in like some lists. Like, and I was like, yeah, this is not bad. It gives you something different. It's 160. It's 160. There's not. Wait. I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, it's 160. Why is 160 a bad thing, Nas? What problems do they cause for you emotionally?
Emotionally, they cause Nassim to weep in the corner. Is what I'm seeing.
I know they do.
I think somebody recently told me that over the course of one game, they moved like over 100 inches across the 5 turns of the game. I was like, that's great. That's fair.
Scouts 8, dude.
Yeah.
Auto advance 6, shoot. Pow! Fire and fade back.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Yep.
Deep breath. All right.
And that's probably fine. Like, I don't know why anyone else would have a problem with this.
It's definitely okay. You know, it's okay that it is the price of 2 regular Tau Empire commanders like slapped together without enhancements. It's fine. It's okay.
Yeah, it's usually pretty normal. Like, this is about what you would expect.
Mm-hmm. That's what I
They're
expect.
only 20 points more than our current count. What's going on? What? Just like it's like Calgar's 140. It's not terrible at 140. He's all right. He's 160, dude. What are we doing? What's going on?
So, what do you do if you're playing against them? How do you deal, Nas? What are people looking at?
I don't know yet. I'm
neither.
I'm gonna figure it out eventually. I don't know yet. I'm not gonna lie.
I think the worst part of it is that is kind of the answer that I've gotten from a bunch of people is that they're like, I don't know. I guess you kill other stuff. You just kind of deal with the fact that there's like 160 points of these 2 guys running around murdering all your things, taking your objectives and battle shocking units as they try to do shit.
Yeah. That's not why is it never ruled there? It's that battle shock, by the way. Like, why is it there?
I feel like I just need Nassim to have live reactions to data sheets like these being read to him so that he can just like
no, dude, you don't because
over
like I live in like I go through the 5 stages of grief. Like I'm in denial. I'm just like, this is fine. This is not. This can't be that bad.
And it is. It's always that bad.
Yeah. It is also very funny to watch. People always think that there's either like 1 fewer army rule or that the army, like that data sheet, does not somehow also have Scout 8 on it for some reason.
That's the other thing can we talk about. Why does it have Scout 8? What's going on? Imagine I have fucking infiltrate at this stage. It's just, oh god.
Sometimes you just gotta have all the rules. Like, I don't know why anyone thinks this is problematic.
This to me reeks of this is I think with Amantar, this reeks to me of an 11th edition data sheet where like all of the space.
This is just what everything does in 11th edition. Oh,
yeah, this is gonna be
it.
Like this is like kind of what I'm expecting. It's like Amantar and Twin Lance, and like I'm gonna say 12 months time or 8 months time we'll just look like average data sheets, and we'll just be like, what's going on? It's just like,
well, that's
Twin Lance,
so much worse.
It's like Twin Lance. Oh yeah, Twin Lance 180. Oh, it's not even that good. It's like, what? Caught me here.
Oh, we're back to the 11th edition is just full on Hero Hammer. We're back to the days of 8th where everybody takes at least one entirely cracked character to crack open their entire opponent's army.
Yeah.
Or is that really more like the heydays of invisibility plus re-rolling invulnerable saves?
Well,
plus...
ultimately, the most important thing is that whatever happens, it's going to suck. That's the important part, right?
That's true. We're just going to go right back into early release 10th with Eldar, but with Amantar doing it to us instead of something else.
And that's going to be fine.
Yeah, dude, we got Calgar. He's 140. He should be 120. He should be like 100 at this stage. What's going on?
Yeah, this one, he's just terrible. Like, Calgar sucks.
Yeah.
This is why he died. He died disappointed. He couldn't keep up.
No. They thought that Gravis Calgar could compete with the new 11th edition. They issued to know, like, we got to kill him off, dude. We can't have this. We can't have a model that with these 2 editions ago keep up with our new Amantar and Twin Lance models. It's not allowed.
They killed him so his rules could go to other things, right? They killed him so Twin Lance could have an extra data sheet rule.
And that's actually why they took away the one from the the Tyranid Prime, right? Like he needed it for.
So they
He's donated his sustained hits to Twinlands.
They did. He donated it to the Twinlands.
Yeah. That's
All
not.
right.
Why is it? Yeah.
Why don't we talk about the slate perhaps a little bit more systematically then?
I mean,
you
we did the
proposed before,
systematic chat about the slate already on the main show. Let's talk about it as a what were the highlights? Like, what's changing for you in your like Ultramarines? What are you thinking about us? Because you obviously just won Windsor with it, so you've got the most relevant recent information.
Yeah, so I think like I've got kind of two minds of it. It's like at least for me now, there's like a legitimate argument if I want to add Bobby G to my list or not.
Mm-hmm.
But the only issue I have with that is that it's very tough to fit him and 2 squads of Victrix in. You can do it if you're willing to not take Calgar, which again now that's a whole other discussion. Like you cannot take Calgar and take like Titus, give your Victrix sustained, and then so like that's one approach and one avenue to do it. That list ends up being very elite. Even by Ultramarine standards, because it's like very.
That's some shit I would play. Yeah,
it's like very. It's like
look, I'm gonna stand on all the objectives with whatever's left once I've killed you. Right? Like that's how I built this. Not everyone likes that style, and I don't blame them.
Dude, I've got that list. It's like very elite. Like I quite like it, and I've always got like 2 Ultramarine lists. I don't know if you can even see it. It's called Dad, then Dad is Dead. And in the Dad one, it's like I've got Gilliman, 2 squads of Victrix. I believe it was a lieutenant as well, intercessors, double ballistas, double repex, wardens, and there was like something else in there, and like that was the list.
Sure.
That's it. And then the other one is based. It does sound like a ton of fun. There's no Calgar, which is upsetting, but you know you've got Kato and Ventress, which is fine. You've got Flash 6 reactive all the time, and you've got a Deep Strike Vect, which is pretty good. And then in the other one, most importantly, also both going to have the repexes that you have. Pretty cool. And then in the other one is just my Windsor list, which to be fair, all I do is I still take Calgar. So because with him, because the points went up, but Calgar got like taken out back and shot, you can take Tammy Calgar, and that makes up for the points costs. And then what you do is
you literally don't have to do anything if you take Terminator Calgar instead. It's just like it's a little worse now.
Yeah, but what I've done is I've dropped one of the third ballistas to a speeder to upgrade my Tech Marine back to the Gravis Captain, because you actually had 10 points left over extra after doing that, because the list goes up 50, but Calgar goes down 60 essentially. So those extra 10 points, if you're willing to basically move a ballistas down to a speeder, which I don't hate, then you get the Gravis Captain again, which is very, very nice to have.
Yeah, I actually think I still prefer the Lone Up Lieutenant to the Gravis Captain, specifically for the reason that it doesn't stress your squad tactics multiple places.
I still have the Lieutenant.
Oh, you still have the Lieutenant. Oh, it's just the tech that you're upgrading.
It's
oh, you don't play Scouts, do you?
No, I don't play Scouts.
Yeah,
I've got Incursors. I thought about them more like during the weekend, but even in like
I find the first Scout squad so powerful once you have the Wardens in the list, because the infiltrate plus redeploy is so good in a lot of matchups. But
yeah, so for me it's either like I can either have the Scouts or the Incursors, and like the Incursors were just useful all weekend.
I don't see why you can't have both. Like you don't need, if you got the Lone Up Lieutenant, you don't need the Gravis Captain on top of that, right? Like you can play Incursors, Wardens, Scouts as your chaff package plus Lone Up Lieutenant.
Yeah, but I just really, really want that Captain again, mainly because more so for less so for practicality, and more so because
Free Strike Grenade makes me happy.
Free Strike Grenade makes me happy, but also like my Gravis Captain is actually going to be Gravis Calgar. because
I'm gonna run him with double fist just because.
Yeah, because I've got so the Calgar I used this event was the one in Terminator armor, because he just looks cooler. And then I told Jack, who's like doing my Space Marines and a lot of my commissions, is to like, oh yeah, just make Gravis Calgar into like a Gravis Captain.
I want a 40 mil base instead of a 50.
And then it's just like, all right, sweet. And then that's aged well. I didn't know he was going to get taken out back and shot. But yeah, so I could still use him once. But yeah, like you still have like a good chaff package. We felt like the Wardens and Cursors felt Warden and Cursors and the Tech Marine
Tech
and
Marine,
Lieutenant felt actually very good in terms of like just the chat package. It was actually quite funny just being like Ballista, slowing up Tech Marine, get out of here, dude. Just a bit extra in terms of the action economy. And having something else that was a 2-up save was actually very annoying for my opponents to kill. It came up quite a few times, which is why I wanted I might as well upgrade to Gravis Captain. Also, I want to play around with the speeder. I've never actually taken the speeder.
It's good fun. It benefits a ton from the Warden redeploy because you can just like, oh, you've left something slightly exposed. The speeder can take a dev doctrine on turn 1. You're not super fussed about losing one of them to like go and try to spike something with Storm of Fire, like a Rhino on an objective or something like that.
Yeah.
Or it can just redeploy into reserve and just be like another rapid ingress threat if you wanted Uriel on the table for whatever reason. It's actually been really nice having that like extra dimension.
Yeah, so that's one of the reasons. I was like, because I've got the redeploy, and that actually gives me just a lot more dynamic play of it, and also being able to potentially have ignore cover elsewhere in addition to Storm of Fire is actually quite nice.
If Recon Guard's going to get more popular, it helps a ton, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's one of the matchups I was actually thinking about for, because the ballistas are like good, but like I would really like something to just be like ignore cover.
Two is usually enough. You really don't need the third. It's often just like running onto an objective and standing there. Like if you walk on this sight line, you might take 2 saves.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, which is why like I want to try the speed. I also get a Gravis Captain, and then I've got like the good good skirmish again while still having the Wardens. So I've got the Wardens and the Gravis Captain, and I've still got the Lieutenant with Combi. Like Calgar's a little bit worse, but it also means like I don't have to like commit maybe Calgar as early as I might want to, because I've got
you play Calgar a little bit more like, okay, he doesn't have to be my biggest single point of damage source. He can just be a late game cleaner and feel a little better about it now.
Yeah, that's kind of the way, because it feels like for him like his role changes a little bit. You can't just be like gung ho with him because he can.
It's also nice that there's a little less burden on getting him into a rep X. Like if you take one guy, you can get in a rep X now. Sometimes that just happens, and whereas like in the old situations, like you had to lose 4, like you had to lose 3 guys before you could touch a rep X. It was like just didn't happen.
Yeah, it wasn't happening, and that was one of the things, right? Like now you lose one guy to like something, and then like you can always threaten the reactor to move back into a rep X, which is huge, which is kind of why I like that approach there. And it's why in my Gilliman version, I quite like that version as well, because you've essentially got 2 units of Victrix Guard that can operate quite independently near the rep X's. One of them has a free reactive that can always get inside, and the other one can, just get back inside if you position it correctly. So that's why I kind of like that list. But I want to test that list. That list is elite, but it speaks to me. That's kind of where I am with the Ultras after.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then to catch your other side of expertise, how do you feel about Guard right now? Did the Dorn nerfs kill your faction, Nas?
Dude, I don't even know why the Dorn got. I'm like in shock the infantry didn't get nerfed. Like I'm just like in actual shock. The fact that the Acadian 20-mans didn't go up to 130 and the Death Guard going up to 70, it just blew my mind. I was like, they stayed the same. And
no changes for Kazarkin or Chimera.
Dude, I was like, whoa, this is great. Do you know what? So you remember that list that you played against? Do you know what changes in that? A Chimera turns to a Taurox.
Yeah, nothing. That honestly isn't even an upgrade. Isn't even a downgrade. It's
not. It's not. No, because I've been thinking about maybe I should have one Taurox to threaten people. It's made the choice easier for me. Just got one Taurox. That's it. That's like the list is the same.
Yeah. Oh well, I guess that squad's 2 inches faster and doesn't have some flamers.
Yeah, it's dude, it's good. Not like. No, I will say Recon is the best way to play Guard, but it is dull, dude. That shit is so boring.
There is something about telling your opponent to just take 200 lasgun saves eventually that is kind of enjoyable, but you have to have that kind of like masochistic pleasure.
Dude, that army is like I would rather honestly just like.
You can just tell us you're not good enough to make it work.
That's not what I said, dickhead. That's just actively not what I said. I said the army's boring. It's good, but boring. I would rather shoot people with scions, because at least that like gets me going a bit. Some guardsmen with 3 up.
Sounds good fun.
Sounds already good fun. They shoot really hard as well.
They do shoot really hard. It's really fun getting to put Nork on the table too. Nork's a good lad.
Yeah, he's the hero. Everyone's always surprised by his rules and damage when they play against him the first time.
I hate
Yeah.
it's really funny that Nork has circled around into everything for that army.
Remember end of last edition when Marneus Calgar was in every, where Slime Marble was in every list? You're just like,
Yes.
what's it with guard characters and just like randomly spiking in the usage because one guy was running them all the time?
Exactly.
He was never.
It's just very funny that it is Nork of all characters
Nork,
being
dude.
the one that comes in. Yeah. I'm not saying it's wrong. It just
Nork,
is funny.
Get
Guess
Nork.
Just Nork. Get Norked.
You might get knocked. Helbert got knocked.
Get put in the Nork box.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Nork puts you in his lunchbox and take you to work with him tomorrow.
Yeah, dude.
I won't lie. I have a great and very deep appreciation of all of those bodyguard Ogren now since playing Trader Enforcers, because it's like I get it.
And also better. They've got an invuln.
Yeah,
Oh,
Nork
yeah.
Deadog is just better.
Every single time someone tells me they're not playing the Ripper gun, I'm like, thank fucking God. But the number of times I've just lost like 4 guys to the Ripper gun, I'm like, please stop it. Please stop Ripper gunning me.
It's like I'm sustained lethal and ignore cover. It's like, oh no, I want an objective.
Why does it get 7 shots? Why 7?
Dude, my favorite one is I think I played this. It was like Ultramarines. I just like shot Nork with like ignore cover into like Victrix, and I was like, oh, 7 shots, 10 hits, 10 wounds, 3 dead Victrix. Sweet. I was just like,
I guess.
failed 6 saves. I was like, let's go. That was
You're just getting Norked. That's all there is to it. Just get Norked.
Sometimes you just get Norked, bro.
Yeah, that's the state of God and Ultramarines.
It's funny to hear that, like, it's interesting, Nas, to just hear that it continues to be very minimal effects for other factions as well. It's like, oh, you put up points on Rogel Dorans, I change one thing, and the list is the same. Ultramarines get points changes, the Lone Up Lieutenant goes up. Ultramarines are like, I don't play Marneus anymore. I pulled all that into...
You just take his 2 buddies and you throw them into your Blade Guard pile for your Blood Angels list. That's what you do.
There you go. But like at the same time, it's like, I don't really change that much. The bulk of the army is identical, and I changed 2 things. And
Custodies picked up 2 of their Custody Guard and were like back on the shelf until the new box comes out. What did Scintillating players do? They were like, oh, I guess those Plague Bearers are a beast now. That's about it. It's just a garbage set of changes for all the top armies. There's just nothing changed for them.
And last week when we had Folger on, he was like, I could remove a whole unit of Custodian card and not feel deeply affected by it.
Yeah.
So, like, 2 models, that's coming up ahead compared to expectations at that point.
Yeah, dude, I was like, I thought like Ultramarines were gonna get like boom, like 200 points, like guard go up, like I was like, it's nothing. Just nothing. As a person who collects those armies, thank you GW for giving me more time to win events. I appreciate you. But
when's your next event? War Masters?
My next event is Sigurd and War Masters. Yeah, dude. I've got Euro Trash in the week after this one. Then I've got 3 team events in April. And then I don't have a Sigurd event. Well, I might line one up in this day.
My April's just all team events as well, to be fair. But
yeah. It's very funny that the biggest, most meaningful changes to a detachment were the changes to Renegade Warband and Chaos Space
they put Pantheon
where they just
in the bin as well.
Yeah, maybe. I suppose. I think
Pantheon did like actually cop enough changes. Just the Star Shatter and Awaken didn't at all.
They definitely saw that Pantheon was doing well, and we're like, I guess we removed that one from circulation, but it just made all of those players shift
Pantheon's
to equally good detachments.
To objectively better detachments in the case of Star Shatter.
Agreed.
I will say, every single time that a Catan rolls a 2 to hit into something that's -1 to hit on an objective, I'm like, haha, it's working. But
see, everybody thinks I'm going to put 5 models on a point, but really what it is I'm going to -1 to hit this one unit.
Every single time that they roll a 1 next to the Sonic King, they're like, go to roll. I'm like,
not anymore.
It does a little bit give me joy, which is good because I need something when I'm playing against Necrons. But they're just like, I'm hitting on 2s because you're on the objective, and I'm like, no, you're not. I got stealth, and you don't get your rule.
Don't get your room anymore.
Where you line up on like the deceiver's fingernail. Like you're like, I can see this fingernail. He doesn't rotate away for 1 CP. I love that.
One CP. Tornado. Get him.
Look, it's just like I can line up on this, and he's not just gonna do that. Like it's the worst.
I'm not on the side anymore. Yeah.
It's like no. He can't smell your finger, and to shoot you and then turn away. Like it's not allowed. You have to face the consequences of making me smell your finger.
After he moved, got a line on one of your characters and just.
Well, the most important thing, Nas, is remember that the Gravis Captain halves damage, so he almost literally can't die to the precision from the Deceiver.
Just that one character.
It's the only reason it matters. Is everyone like every Necron player is like, oh, and that guy's the character, and I'm like, yeah, he's 6 wounds, half damage though. You want to try?
5 up, mate. Nope.
Well, not in Deathwatch, but
no, not in Deathwatch. Right? Okay, it's less relevant.
Oh Christ!
What other
I guess I should do
changes?
the plugs, but no, Nathan, go for it.
All right. I guess Renegade Warband Cop big changes and is kind of just gone. I don't think that that detachment's being played anymore. People have kind of
fine. It's just less good than all the other ones. Like it's still a fine detachment on the face of it, but Chaos Space Marines have great detachments, and you don't need to play a fine detachment.
Yeah, it was a top 3 detachment and got relegated to a top.
It's a real nightmare hunt shaped now, where it's like, man, it's a cool detachment that you could do if you really wanted to do some stuff with it, but also just play one of the broken ones.
I gotta say, I mean, I guess they put up points on Asserman and put points down on Wraith infantry units. Oh no! And I think that's kind of it. I don't really think anything meaningful really happened in this slate.
There were no balance data slate updates as well, which was crazy.
No main role changes, yeah.
Nos, you got to play a winged demon prince in your death guard list now. He came down in points.
No,
he did.
Are you not? What does he do? Can you tell me off the top of your head?
I think he definitely is something Battleshock related.
He battle shocks units and
fly over battle shocks, I think, or charge battle shocks.
I'm pretty sure it's definitely Battleshock related because like I've looked at his data sheet a few times before. I was like, what is he doing? And each time I just close it down after I read it. I'm just like, it's just bad. He is strength 7 in shooting though.
It's sick, man.
Wait, they reduced the points cost on stealth suits. That's what they did.
They did. Tau did need the help. To be fair, that army.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
That unit was already broken and in every list. Why did it need to go down 10 points?
Yeah, but now people that's because now people can take 2 of them.
They already could.
People complained so much that they got a nerf because they had to go to 5 because of.
It's not even enough, dude.
Yeah.
You don't lose the unit immediately.
Look, I didn't say I agreed with them the same.
Oh, I'm just fuming.
But the players complained about getting their brand new sculpt and minimum squad size of 5, and we're like, well, now my army's garbage. GW.
Guys, I can't. A 3-man will never be able to guide for Twin Lance 4 times, unlike a 5-man, which will.
You mean the Twin Lance that hits on 2s? That will.
But they really do like real ones to hit and wound.
They do. Sure, fair.
Did you know that increasing a unit's output by 40% is a good buff?
It is.
No, it's not. It's bad.
It is.
No,
perhaps. No.
Stop it. You sound like Brian justifying why Thousand Suns aren't broken.
That's just Brian. I'm deeply upset.
I'm going to do the plugs, and then we're going to do some questions.
Okay.
That's usually how this goes, right?
It's probably for the
Sometimes.
Prevaricate for 2 minutes while I find the channel.
Why do these Marines continue to exist?
Which ones?
All of them.
All of them? All of the Marines? You want us to Legends all of the Marines, Nassim?
This is just send them back to Horus Heresy, dude.
All of them. Okay.
All of them. You know what? Keep the Blood Angels. They're cool.
You're gonna play some
Blood Angels? You know what? No. Even better. All of the Marines that have Primarchs, send them back. Keep the ones without Primarchs. There we go.
Nas, how do you feel about Blood Angels, Sanguinary Guard, Blade Guard with Sanguinary Priest? Apologies.
Oh, dude, I feel. Yes. Hey, yes.
Elaborate.
Yeah. So there's something very unique. So the issue that Blade Guard had before was the damage was like mediocre. They were a little bit slow, so they usually had to like actually eat a shooting phase against gun lines, so like get across, and sometimes you wouldn't connect with enough. With the 5+ feel no pain now, that actually significantly reduces the like output into them because there's a lot of damage free in terms of the meta with shooting. So their durability just spikes up significantly in the melee matchups as well. That 5+ feel no. I've played it against that 3 times now. It's massive. They do more damage because of the additional AP from the Sanguinary Priest, which is massive. So because now going up to AP3 means stuff like they didn't kill before, like 2+ of AOC. Now they can actually chew through. They are significantly more durable because of that 5+ feel no pain. I don't think like each time there's been a 3-win model that has a 5+ feel no pain in this game, it has almost always universally been good. Because one of the reasons why Katan's
It's just
so good.
annoying to kill, right?
Yeah, dude. Like
There's not really any efficient
can't-
profile.
you can't really math it as well because you're like, oh, but because before it's like, I'll shoot like this rogue with Dawn tank into a full squad. I should kill the entire squad, maybe most of the squad if he specs his 4-up in runs, fine. Now you're like, oh, I'm gonna shoot this here. He should make a fail up in here. Actually, I kill like 3 guys. It's not enough to line up more. And then it's just like that whole factor of there's a 4-up in run, and then behind it there's another layer which is a feel no pain. And then if you're playing like a melee army where you put them onto their 4-up in runs, they now reroll once to their 4-up in runs. Dude, I like 4-up in runs running once the 5+ feel no pain has been an absolute nightmare when I've tried to play that. We're using CSM into it or Biosync. I'm just like I'm probably gonna bounce.
Why
here.
is nothing dying? Also, one of them
Yeah.
fights first. Please stop hitting me.
Yeah, it's like, but yeah, no, they're very good. I very much like them. Also for 5 points, it's not actually too bad, and it does solve one of the issues with like the BA in general, which is like a little bit in terms of the staying power. Especially because you want to take these in lag, because then you can fall back and do stuff, and you go to strength 7, which is very big, and they are
7-3
good.
is a much better profile than 5-2, notably, or 5-3, notably.
Yeah, it's huge, but also because of the fact that they are quite off agnostic because they have the real ones to hit built in. Means they don't actually need off a lot of the time, which is actually quite big. Which means you can take them in the lists with Death Company and or like the captain that goes Super Saiyan, and like you can afford to put the off on that or the off on a Sangard Guard unit, and you can still connect with a squad of Death Company and them, and like not be mad, but not have an oath because they don't really need it. And now, if you've got like 6 on the flank with the character, like it's going to take a legitimate resource to kill that. You can't just be like, I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna grenade there, because like what I used to do before with like guard, for example, in those armies, I'd go there like chuck a grenade, throw a melter mine, shoot a few guns. All right, I've killed like 4 models. There's 2 guys left. I don't care.
Yeah,
I can't
you're just not
replicate
killing
that.
a 10 ever, and now it will never be my objective.
Exactly. Whilst now it's like, oh, cool, I've done that. Oh, I've killed 2 guys. There's still 4 guys in the character. Just gonna wipe that and send something else in. They're accumulating quite a lot of value. No, and no, they're very good. They're very good with gun lines, and they're more annoying for the melee armies to push into, especially because if you play Liberator, you have access to 1 brick of a fight first at heroics. If you want to, you can take the Sanguinor just to make stuff a little bit more annoying. It's a preference tech piece there, but and yeah, so it's quite good. They are very, 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 very good.
Fair enough. All right, let's do some plugs. All right, guys, if you're with us so far in the show, we really do appreciate it. Please do remember to do all of the usual social media stuff. That's liking, commenting, subscribing. If you're in a position to do so and you'd like to support us financially, you can check out stat-check.com. Patreon.com/statcheck, or the YouTube memberships. There's a link down below or a button. Press it. You can chuck us $5 a month. That gets you access to our Discord server where you can harass Nas about Biosync, or you can harass Nas about his hairline, or you can harass Nas about just really anything, like being one of the villains of Warhammer. Like, it's a really tough spot to be as an English person.
He seems
all of
asleep.
that-
What are you talking about?
All of that and more available in the StatCheck Discord server. If you'd like to hear more from any of our shows, including this guy on End of the Matrix, you can check out youtube.com/StatCheck. StatCheck itself is live every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. UK time. That will be 10 p.m. UK time for the next couple of weeks until we have our clocks go forward. But for the time being, it is a little earlier, so you US guys can stomach a 50-minute wait so that we can start even easier. It's pretty great. But you can also find End of the Matrix, X and 1, Take Commerce, Champions of 40K, Medicaid's Orders, and that's probably all of them. And if it's not close enough, if you'd like to work with anybody, including this guy, which you probably shouldn't, but he will help you. You can check out stat-check.com/coaching or drop us an email at coaching@stat-check.com. You can work with anyone up to and including Liam and me, apparently, seems to be most of it. But also, occasionally, Nas gets an email. So you can make Nas's day by being the first person this month to send Nas an email.
Damn, this is some interesting trash talk that we've got today.
Sorry, Nas can't interrupt because he doesn't know how to do the plugs.
Finish.
You can check out our sponsors, J15 Games, Wayland Yutani, Saltar Games, and the Red Dragon in all the links down below. If you want a discount code for any of them except Red Dragon, they're available in the link in the description box. For Red Dragon, you will need to be a Patreon member, but that will get you money off store-wide. If you're looking for models, terrain, magic cards, widgets, someone in our backlog will sell you it, and they'd be more than happy to. I did an Art of War episode this week, talking about Death Watch. I don't know when it's out, but it'll be out eventually. Go and check that out. It's the main episode of Art of War, but we did it with Adam Camilleri. Was there bonus content this week? We did the Dataslate breakdown. There's a short on the channel about Pac-Man Zealots being a stupid detachment. I think that's everything I got to plug. Nathan, did you do anything, or do you know if Jeremy did anything?
I recorded Medicaid's Orders earlier this week with Francois and Seth. So if you want to watch that
there's a
show,
new episode of Medicaid's
there's
Orders.
a new episode of her. But other than that, no.
Nassim, when next End of the Matrix?
It's every Thursday on the
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
This is every third Thursday. So,
Okay, so you guys are recording on the third Thursday of this month is the 19th.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you're recording next week,
I know.
and you're covering what?
Eurotrash.
There we go. That's all you had to say.
I said that at the start.
I'm just putting it in the plug section, Nas.
Yeah, I get it. You just don't listen to me.
All right. Why would anyone?
It's because
just
While we're here, I've got a couple of people to say thank you to. Thank you to Kiara Quinn for becoming a new member on YouTube, and also I think there's one more person at the top. Thank you to Squidward Tortellini 13 for becoming a new member as well on the overnight.
amazing. Squidward Tortellini.
That's a good name. Squidward Tortellini is actually who made the Italian breakfast, English breakfast that Nassim had at Windsor.
dude, it was great, dude. I don't even understand. Like me, so like I finished my game. I'm thinking like, oh, my round one. Bless him. The guy was just lovely. It was his first event at a tournament after 10 years. It was his. I got repaired. I was supposed to play with one of the Danish guy's son, but he couldn't. Like, there was difficulty, so he couldn't come over and play. So I got repaired into this guy. Last time he played was like 5th edition. He said tournament at his CSM. I had Calgar on the line. I went first. Calgar rolled a 500 advance and charged his possessed turn one and picked up the whole brick. Didn't even need oath. It was just like this is what I live for. So I finished my game in like an hour something.
Nas doesn't do aftercare when it comes to tournament games.
And then no, I had like a small debrief of him. I always do. I'm not a monster, dude. All right, I'm gonna be a monster during the game, and then I'm gonna be like an angel after. Yes, and then me and Dave went and got breakfast. This lovely Italian place that did a beautiful full English.
There you go. See?
Proving that even when Italian food's an option, English food's still better, apparently.
Whoa.
Nas had the option of Italian food and chose English food. That must mean he prefers English food.
Let's be careful.
All right, let's do some show questions. As always, there are 3 ways to get your question asked and answered on the show. One is to do it in the Patreon Discord. One is to leave a super chat on the YouTube live stream. And one is to just ask a question. We're going to start off with one of those. Someone asked in chat, Nas, how do you actually kill Catan with Biosync tech?
What do you mean? It's not hard. You do +1 to wound, then you hit them with an abominant, and then when they kill your abominant, you explode. And also a lot of hand flamers, by the way, when they touch those objectives,
That's
you
what I-
line up.
that's what I see.
You line up dude, there's gonna be a game that's gonna go live soon. Like we're playing like in the finals of Visor, and like he had like Star Shatter, 2 Catan, 6 Wraiths, Amantar, all of that stuff. Silent King. I killed everything in his army apart from the Silent King. And
Who
like,
is fundamentally untouchable, but yeah.
yeah, that's a step. I did. There was a point there, like I almost killed both Marneus and really hurt him. He made more 4-ups than I wanted, but it was fine. So then I was like, he stayed alive. But yeah, dude. Like, no, honestly, like the plus on a wound on like the abominant because it's you just like let it ride. At that stage, you pop plus on a wound, you let it ride. The abominants are gonna do a bit of damage. But like what you're looking to do is you're actually looking to like bog them down because it's not about you killing them in one go. Instead of the
They're
fact that
actually kind of not that good at killing aberrants, right?
they are terrible. Like after out each Catan kills like 2 aberrants.
The Transcendent's like the only one that's like spiky for it because of the sustained.
Correct. Like which is you don't see many of, right? You have the Nightbringer, which people take that he kills like 2. You have the Void Dragon, which kills like 2.
1, because the guy hits on 5 because only has 5 attacks.
1 to 2. And then like you have the Deceiver, which kills like 2. So because like notably, I think only the Nightbringer wounds them on 3s because of the mouse on the wound, and the other ones they wound on 4s, and it's like 3 damage, 3 wounds.
I think the Void Dragon does as well. I think he's strength 12. But...
yeah, but it's nothing crazy, and so therefore and because like as a GSC player, you are always going to connect first into the Catan, so you're getting that first hit off, and then which means like you are usually dragging down some of it or some of its health, not all of it. But then like they're stuck in combat, they can fall back and do nothing, and then or if they stay in combat and they get hit again of another +1 to wound, and then usually by that point it's enough to either kill them or bring them really, really low, where you can afford to actually shoot them with a few fat hand flamers. Because the way to see is that each squad of the fat hand flamer with the extra AP does a damage to Catan for the Feel No Pain, and then you've also got the combat which does like another 1 to 2 damage. So like you're actually chipping away quite well, and then if you can connect with like a guy like an abominant of like 5 aberrants, you can actually do a good amount of damage to it. Ines is doubting the maths.
I'm not doubting the maths. I'm doubting your sanity, but that's fine.
It's fine. That's what I'm here for.
All right, let's do some questions from the thread. Nathan, can you handle, or do you want me to do it?
I got it. Frank is first. He has a question that boils down to: do you think content creators in the competitive space have a responsibility to drag Games Workshop over the coals, so to speak, in instances where they so spectacularly miss the mark? Do you think that balance passes that are nearly universally considered It's the same question, it's just a continuation of it.
Sure.
And then do you think that these damage the confidence players across the board have in GW, potentially putting them off future releases?
I think ultimately content creators have a responsibility to say what they think. Like that's it, right? Like if you think something and you believe it strongly as a content creator, you should say it. Like I think that's
Like
fine.
when Lance
If
was
you
stupid.
think they did a good job, say they did a good job. And if you don't think they did a good job, say they did a good job. Because all that you'll do if you sugarcoat shit is you'll erode confidence in your ability to be trusted when people talk. Because if we go out and we're like, oh, we're gonna sugarcoat some stuff. Like I don't mind being like, hey, everything is not on fire. It is not disastrous. Like, but also when it is on fire, it makes it much more impactful when you say it is, right? Yeah, as the Scotch says, see something, say something, right? Like if you think the game is fucked, say the game is fucked. Say that it might not be as fucked as people think it is. Maybe people are overreacting, but also don't say that it's not fucked, right? People can see what's in front of them and they know the games they're playing. Just be responsible with it.
Yeah. I think it's also important that you maintain like the attitude of if you see something good, you also say something good. But if you see something bad, you say something about it being
100%.
bad. You need to celebrate both things, and by celebrate kind of loosely, but you need to talk about both good and bad things when people do them.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fair to say that I think a lot of people in the community agree that GW's missed the marks with this slate. And again, it's not the end of the world
100%.
in terms of like the meta that's out there. But it's not.
Ultimately,
Right,
it is toy soldiers, right? Like,
Yeah.
there are bigger problems.
Yeah.
I will also say that I don't know if competitive players need to be reminded sometimes, but with the competitive scene being a relatively smaller portion of it, like GW continues to see record profits. I don't know if they're dissuaded based off of the quality of some of these slates sometimes necessarily, unless we make huge amounts of noise. Like the biggest changes I've seen in GW this edition and last edition were when, say, like Fouchane got banned by the German TOs and stuff like that.
This is a good rule, though. You should make sure your episode title is as inflammatory as possible.
Correct. As inflammatory as possible.
Look, we just want people to click on it for our opinions. If it didn't work, we wouldn't do it. That's the problem, right?
All right. Brian P has the
Liam,
next
who can't spell. So,
It's true.
or you, Innes. Don't get too ahead of
Yeah, I fixed
yourself.
it.
Yeah,
I was making the thing mid coaching call. I'm sorry. But it was a week.
English is also your second language, after all, I suppose.
He doesn't speak Scottish either.
Pod your wish, dig like it, laddie.
Exactly.
I
All right,
honestly
Brian P has the next question. With the final slate and model releases, Twin Lance is cracked, but my question, is it enough to overcome the other top armies of Necrons, Marines, Guard, etc.?
Gun good.
Gone good. That is literally, by the way, my list name for Tau. 1 second. What's like?
Is it
Go.
fast gun good or just gun good?
It's a gun, go, shoot good.
No.
That's just like, and it's good of like the GUD.
Look, we did a practice at the weekend. Our Tau player got 38, and it wasn't 38 diff, and it wasn't close. And the two he dropped was in the mirror. So,
And I think it's because,
I
like
watched two Land Raiders die top of one, deployed in the corner of his deployment zone and search and destroy. They just both died.
Yeah, it sounds right to me.
It's about average, yeah.
Yeah,
Why
and
does
that's
that have so much
because
scout?
Twin Lance goes
the whole
towards
army
that,
scouts.
right?
What
Why
I
does
mean,
everything have scout.
it's got scout and infiltrate, Dennis.
Why does everything have scout and advantage you? It's just like, why bother having deployment zones? Just put your
It doesn't
shit.
matter how good you
2
are of a
inches away
player
from
you
you.
are. If you go second against that and you've lost the roll off for that infiltrate roll off,
You just fuck.
you're done. It doesn't, dude. You could be Liam. I could give this Tau army to someone who's like competent at Warhammer, and he's won both roll offs with Liam. He's gonna fuck Liam. And that's my plan for ETC.
And I think, like, when you talk about the movement stuff, it's 8 inches of scout. The unit also then can move if you don't go first. It moves 6 inches, so it can move 14 inches. And then during your turn, you can auto advance 6 inches. So suddenly you are moving 20 inches plus 10 more. So you're moving 30 inches and shooting with that unit, right?
And then also you just like your two Reptides did that too because they got scout. And then the other Reptide auto advances, and then suddenly all three of them can see anything they want. It doesn't matter. Stupid army. Stupid army.
And like they also do other things, right? Because this person
You shouldn't be allowed to shoot on turn 1, just in the game at all. Shooting phase shouldn't be allowed.
We should have night fight rules.
You should skip the shooting phase. You just get skipped on turn 1.
We should bring back aircraft being able to start on the board to counter this.
The Storm Raven should be allowed to be in hover mode and also start on the board. Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
All right. Next question is from that one guy. What unit is Gene Stealer Cult missing? Please, for the love of God, GW, don't give us another character next edition.
Innes can take over on this one.
I want like Ambot suits that have like I want like Sekitar robots but for Gene Stealer Cult. Like just like a dude in like a massive mining suit. It's got like an underslung las cannon, like an underslung mining laser, and like a giant power drill, and they just walk forward and they're just like squads of 3 with like they're not even a 2-up save. Like Gene Stealer Cults don't get that shit, but they're like a 3-up save with like AOC against shooting or something like that.
3-up, dude. I'm feeling adventurous today.
I know, right? I'm like, I'm feeling brave. I'm like, GSC should get. I'd like GSC to have a thing with a 3-up save and 2 wounds each.
What? Look at crazy now.
2 wounds and a 3-up save. Oh boy. Oh no.
They're just regular guys in exosuits, right? They're just like shitty space. They're like budget space marines. They still hit on 5s with their las cannons, but they get like wound rerolls if you're on an objective or something. They're like point defense guards guys. I think that'd be cool.
You're just gonna look like the little like mover suit from the Alien thing that Ripley
Yeah.
Yes.
with no armor, just a cage and some hands.
That's the entire point.
Yeah.
You should be able to
All
play
right.
both sides of the alien conflict in a GSC army.
It's true. Both sides at the same time.
Rough Rider, Attila and Jackals with lances. That's what we need. Rough Riders.
You have that.
Rough Riders.
Brood Brothers.
Not in Brood Brothers.
No. It's too late.
No. It's got to be a Brood
No,
Brothers. Thanks, Nas.
Gotta be a Brood Brothers, mate.
Sir Beetle has the next question.
It's Sir Beard
What's-
L, by the way, just in case you're gonna, because you said that last week as well.
I'm gonna say Sir Beetle anyways. We're just gonna keep going. What's the best answer into Recon Guard, and why is it a mirror list?
It's
Nah,
EC,
seriously,
unfortunately,
is
but
there
they're not
some
going to
way-
do anything else. So
It's a melee army that can actually connect.
a melee army that has like multiple things that can cross the gap at once, so they can't just reactively move away from the first one, and you
Yes.
can't cross distance, which is
Yes.
why EC is the best answer into them. But
CSM is pretty good as well, dude.
CSM is all right. It doesn't have quite the same output, but in
It's-
range.
Yeah, in range, agreed. It sure does in melee. The good thing difference with like the CSM is that it surges everywhere, which is like the unique difference. And it's not like the Berserker Surge where like you surge and then the tag.
Yeah, you're basically surges versus princes, right? Which one is better in the matchup? It's going to depend a little bit.
So it's like but no, AC is like really good against them. So CSM basically like you need an army that can connect in combat or has enough ignore cover shooting to actually get
I
through it.
actually weirdly find like Grey Knights occasionally can be a pain in the ass if you're playing enough purifiers, but
I actually think the Grey Knight list with the 30 purifiers and like the Horde infantry is actually not too bad against it because even if they can 12 deep strike tonight, you just start everything on the board anyways.
yeah, you can just rapid ingress some of it as well. Like you interceptors can get to them because they're moving 12. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 4d6 flamers.
If you run a
that
Calidus on
produce-
top of that, it's actually kind of stressful because you can like shut down a lot of their strats too.
It's like 4d6 flamers, pure wounding on twos, like reroll ones, like all of your anti-infantry and like flamers, all of the purifiers win on twos, reroll ones with 4 hit.
You're actually
rerolls.
not wait like your Stormbolters were already giving them a 4-up save. The fact that we're already giving them a 3-up save, the fact they're in double cover doesn't even matter. So
Yeah, it's like dude, it's huge. Like like the GK is really actually quite good. I think VSIT, but the issue is like GK is not quite good.
it's good against nothing else. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like dude, that's kind of the issue, right? It's like it's good, really good against that, and it's like really mediocre to bad against the other stuff. So that's just not.
That's a lot of Recon's answers right now, right? That's how I feel about EC as well. And like CSM
Yeah.
is the only one that like really feels great. But
Yeah, that's kind of the issue, right? It's like the CSM feels like one of the better ones.
BA is not good into Recon. No.
Um,
BA is made of fragile against Recon, unfortunately. It's just too fragile. Maybe and the
Maybe
Blade
with
Guard
the
are just
Blade
not
Guard.
fast enough. They're not
uh,
fast enough. Come on.
They don't fly.
The fact that they only have a 3-up save as well really matters into Recon's damage output because you're just going to take a lot of lasgun saves.
They are going to give you a lot of Asgard saves. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
It's basically
Next question is from the King Potato. For Anthony, or innocent,
Brian.
Anthony
Oh.
isn't there. What's the worst sisters list you have ever seen?
I have no idea why you played that list that you played, John. You were very stupid to do that, and you shouldn't have done it. Never take anyone's list that's written like given their units names. Just don't steal from Gustavo. Don't steal like anybody that does that. Just ignore their list. They're not a person that you should take seriously.
And then the real question from the King Potato is: Tau Twin Lance more oppressive at the higher skill levels than Catan are?
Nah, probably not. Catan just like fundamentally break the math of the game of it doesn't really matter what you do if you just have a bad turn, you just lose. At least Twin Lance is like they're good, but they are just 70% of a Riptide output wise. You can at least handle that. It's that on top of Montka, but I still think Necrons is a bigger problem.
Yeah.
I think Necrons are much more polarizing than Twin Lance will be as well for the meta as a whole. Pispy has the next question, which is: if I have the physical need to play GSC, and I do, should I play Final Day or Host? Sorry, Nassim, I know you prefer Biosanctic, but I don't have all the models.
Of the two, I think Host is better than Final Day.
Nassim is just disappointed by your lack of conviction, is what I can tell from his face.
I am. I mean, to be fair, like I did look at Host a little bit. I don't think it's terrible.
It's less damaging than it used to be, but it's still OC on points, right? It still does that.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. And like OC on points is like kind of what's really kind of good with
Pretty good.
Necron. Like
I keep being like, maybe I should just try 10 like 6-10 mans with banners and just be really annoying in like another detachment. It just doesn't feel like it quite gets there.
I think the critical mass of the 20 is what's good because then you bring back 3+. Like if you've got like 4 agents left alive, with like a Catan, you're like, my objective, piss off.
But the 20-mans are the 20-mans. I feel like the 20-mans are still paying the 25-point premium to go from it, or they're paying their. If they were 65 130 again, I think it'd be fine. But 65 145 just feels too expensive for what that unit does now.
I mean, especially what they did with the Deathcore, 20-mans, because like literally because of the revive.
Revives are good. Shocking, I know, right?
Yeah, you're basically paying that premium there.
Luke G has the next question, which is: do you guys have recommendations on how to find a good commission painter?
Speak to
a friend that you live near that you can get models from quickly that could use the money would be my suggestion, that you trust.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Look for recommendations is my from
ask
your local community.
Shop local, right?
Shop local.
Who's someone that you can get the models from if you need them for a tournament and can get them too. You don't have to spend weeks waiting for models to ship and stuff where they're going to break. Mm-hmm. Just shop local.
Yeah.
Unless you have a specific painter that you want stuff from, and because you're getting a full display grade commission army, sick, man, great. Go for one of the big ones. But if you're just looking for an army to get stuff on the table, shop local.
Yep. John Johnston has the next question, a WTC question. How do you prep for what's likely to be another new edition WTC? I'm hoping it's not going to be as dramatic of a shift as 9th to 10th.
God, I mean, the best thing you can do is kind of build up your core fundamentals of what the different armies do now, and then just have different people play 3 to 4 factions or whichever X amount of factions, and then when the switch happens, say, well, okay, what's changed? and going from there.
Focus on your core competencies, right? Focus on learning to play aggressively, to pay attention to the score sheet, to plan your turns better, all that kind of stuff. None of the way you play 40K is going to change fundamentally when the edition changes. The way you do it might change, but the skills and the planning will be totally fine. So focus on that stuff.
The Aaron Grenade Eater Knight has a question, which is: what's your favorite consistent unit that has performed for you all edition?
Marneus Calgar, unfortunately.
I was gonna say it's maybe the Lone Op Lieutenant, really, right? For a lot of Marine players.
Tank Commanders.
The humble Desolation Marine.
No.
The humble Desolation
There's
Marine.
nothing humble about it.
Obviously, for us, it's the Stormhawk Interceptor, right?
Vietnam flashback right there. I literally just pulled back when I was under the table, like in first person. I was just. Oh.
I'm actually a big fan of the Tech Marine, even though I've not played him in a while. Big fan of Tech Marines.
Dude, that guy was like a baller.
I played a lot of Tech Marines this edition. That guy's good.
And then the second question from our Grenade Eater is: what are the haves/have-nots of the top armies versus the bottom real armies at the moment?
The haves can kill Necrons, and the have-nots can't.
Yep. Or have Necron, or if you are Necrons, you have Catan. There you go.
Necrons can kill Necrons. That's fundamentally part of the.
I don't know. If you ask Anthony, they cannot.
That's true. Sometimes you're just built wrong.
You're built wrong.
But yes, the Catan problem is currently warping the meta. Is you either can or cannot kill Catan.
When I did the Goonhammer Meta Report article, I think of the 28 armies, 9 of them had above a 50% win rate, or 10 of them.
It sounds about right.
Pretty grim.
Listen, some armies' win rates must suffer so that Necron army win rates can be good. It's fine.
Exactly. Right. Necron players are just 10% better than you, and they deserve it.
Isaac wasted by a squig off. First question is: do you think Rage Cursed beats Plague Legion?
I don't have data on that, but because I don't have data on Plague Legion, I'm going to assume it's still as terrible as it's always been.
18 Blade Guard, hot or not?
Hot. Hot as. Oh.
What do you?
That's what a balcony.
Hot as hell, mate.
Gotta open up the. Gotta let in some air. What are you gonna draft in as for Pokemon?
I don't want to reveal my draft strategy.
There you go. Run in Rebel 6 to 7. Who you need to change your name. Follow the rules. Have a GT playing layouts 8, 7, 7, 1, and 1. Are you taking Delve, Biosanctic, or Emperor's Children to this?
Look, you're never going to get a better board set for Emperor's Children. If you're going to do it, it's going to be there, right?
Yeah.
Of those Biocentric is probably technically the strongest army right now, which feels wrong to say, but
Let's go. Oh,
Layout 1 doesn't actually feel that good for Biocentric. So
not dude, this GW terrain, none of them feel good.
7 and 8 are going to be fine. Actually, 7 and 8 on Crucible are going to suck ass. You should play Emperor's Children.
It's just like this. It's GW terrain, dude.
It's GW terrain. Every single board is terrible. Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend a melee army on GW terrain unless like you move 1,000,000 inches. And even then,
consider that sometimes
Okay.
you'll play on 6 or 5,
yeah.
3.
And then Isaac Spooky Clark, best ideas for the Pact Bound Abuse combo, which is that you can attach Masters of the Maelstrom and Huron to a unit of marked whatever, and they get 2 marks, basically. They get the
I like
mark.
5 chosen with Mom and Huron with Corn chosen and Undivided. You get lethal, they get crit 5 lethals and reroll ones to hit, and the full wound reroll stratagem.
Enough, Mom.
Pretty hot.
There you go. All right, Yates has the next question, which is, when do you think the balance between melee and shooting and combined being viable has been the best in 10th?
Well, remember when Eldar armies played the Yunkarn and the Wraith Knight, and they were both broken, and they had really good shooting and melee? That's the last time I can.
What balancing steps do you think are critical in making sure all play styles work?
There should be almost every source of -1 damage should be shooting only, and not ranged and melee.
I agree. Or if it's in melee, give melee more access to more than just damage too.
Yeah,
but then that's a whole other problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think a lot more sources of -1 damage should be ranged only.
And then Paul, yes, Chef Daddy Janssen have you guys seen this StarCraft minis models? The Zerg stuff looks insane.
Not really.
I haven't paid enough attention to it. I did see some of the model previews, but
StarCraft.
They do look good.
I need some
models
more
look cool.
Not some more Vespene gas.
More Zug, not enough Vespene. Yeah, I get you. Okay.
More Zug.
And then Lord Draconis has the last question, which is: do you lads think, with the light nerf to Necrons, that ultras are currently flying under the radar?
What radar are ultras flying under, and how do I get on the radar where those GTs are?
Wait, underneath the what? Wait,
guys, are Ultramarines underrated right now?
wait. No,
I do think that people underestimate
me and tell me that you don't think Ultramarines are the best army in the game, and I'll say, yeah, you're probably right. But if you're going to tell me that they're underrated,
fair. I think Nassim died. Your question has killed Nassim.
guys, the Ultramarines
Wow. Damn. I've never seen somebody actually just break in half.
dude, I'm actually out of breath. Oh God.
Thank you to Kiara Quinn for the $5 super chat. I'm downsizing, sell 2 of these armies. Orcs, Krons, BA, IF, Imperial Fists. You should sell Imperial Fists. And you should sell Orcs because Orcs fucking suck. The most boring army in the game.
You should just send me those Orcs because I love that army. They're great. I don't know what you're talking
Orcs are the worst and are the only army that actually truly deserves to be Legends. They should take away Orcs army rule and give it to Imperial Agents.
Whoa! Yeah, wah. Just give the wah to
Imperial. Just give Imperial Agents wah.
Menace has got something against Brian.
Lord Draconis, people are just like resigned to Ultramarine superiority now. They've been busted for so long that it's crazy. Nas, like a year ago, like next month is the German Division where we still had 25 CP Ultramarines. Like it's not even been a year yet since that.
25 CP Ultramarines. That dude, the Ultramarine slide. Jesus.
It's just like, bro, yeah, like the Ultramarine cycle is the I just need to lock in meme, but it's I just need more CP, just in a big circle. I just need one more CP. Just one more CP and my game plan will be fine. Just one more CP, bro. I just need one more free strike.
I want a captain, dude. I want a captain. One more CP.
I want a captain.
I will say, if I had to nerf 5 armies, Ultramarines would probably be the 5th of the armies that I would nerf currently.
If I had to nerf 5 armies, Ultramarines be 4 of them, but
all 4 of them would be me turning Calgar into all legends unit. Like
we just don't need
Calgar
+1 to wound,
gone,
bro. We
Ventress
just don't need
gone,
it.
Yeah, we do.
Ubuchi
We need +1
gone.
to 1. Leave it. We need +1 wins important.
All
I
right,
need it.
Nathan,
All right.
I think it's time for you to do the thing.
All right. If you join the most expensive tier of Patreon at patreon.com/statcheck, which is $15 a month, you get thanked at the end of every episode. You also get a bunch of in-person benefits, of which, Spy 5s. All right. So here we go. You get to write your custom call out. So I'm going to read them off. Thank you to Christopher. The Deceiver has written my current diet plan, and the Nightbringer is driving the struggle bus into the coughing baby Irvine. Thank you to Willow Weeks. Thank you to Dan F. Thank you to Luke Harridans taking the subway McCarthy. Thank you to David Shrug Emoji Clark. Thank you to Exhausted. Thank you to James H. Thank you to Colton. Dan F. Miller. Thank you to Fungus. Thank you to John V8 Gang, at least with the nothing burger of a slate. That surely means that 11th is right around the corner, right? Thank you to Cam F. Dan, Morton, Hog Emoji, Hog Emoji. Thank you to Archon. I now only measure unit costs using the Twin Lance as a scale. Did you know that a unit of Wraithguard is exactly 1 Twin Lance per haul? Thank you to Josiah Gattle. Thank you to Frankie. Thank you to Isaac. Tonight on Stat Check, Nathan really needs to spot this Necron whining bit. It's getting old. Nas is a real coach. He promises people beside his mom emails him for real. And Innes is a professional Pokemon player, Gerada. Thank you to Fuck It. I'm starting Tau. Thank you to Thomas, getting a Polish guy to laugh during parents' equation. Thank you to Steven, crossed out 0, one trick pony, Ross. Thank you to Tom, GorgonCon, Submarine Services H. Thank you to Thanks, folks. Thank you to Floof. I knew I forgot to change something, Cox. You forgot again, Floof. Thank you to Come With Me on a Gucci Adventure, trademark. Thank you to Nerfed for crimes committed by better players. Thank you to John Garza. Thank you to Henry. Emperor penguins are the only species to lay 1 egg instead of 2, the wizard. Thank you to Penny the Penguin. We're very sad if Stat Check ends. Please do not make Penny the Penguin sad. This is your penguin fact. Thank you to Matthew, Paint Engine Aficionado. Thank you to Vivian. While a vampire bat is feeding, the host's blood is kept from clotting by an anticoagulant in the saliva known as Draculin. Thank you to There is a clear solution to the Necron meta. It involves time travel, going back to edition launch when super heavy walkers had true line of sight at all times. Oof. And that is all. Thank you, everybody.
Well, thank you so much for being with us. If you're at a tournament this weekend, very best of luck. If you're not, I'm sorry for you. You should have tried to go to a tournament. Nas, anything you want to say?
Oh, I want 11th